Okay, guys, I just was on live and I just got off and I was told to get back on. So here I am again, getting back on live. We'll see who jumps on. Welcome to everyone joining. Welcome. What I want to keep sharing about and talking about is the very real fact that many of us are feeling every single day. Waves of welcome, Marwa. Welcome to everyone joining every single day. Welcome again to people that were just on my last live. I was just called to get back on again. I just want to speak very clearly to the very real fact that we are being asked to feel so much right now. We are being asked to feel waves of grief, to feel waves of fear, to feel waves of uncertainty, to feel waves of isolation, to feel just grief. I mean, really grief for the people all over the world that are suffering right now, not just because of what's going on right now with the global pandemic, but in general, the separation and the fear that is in the world. But now more than ever, part of your job is a light worker. And if you're on this live right now, you are a light worker, you are a healer. You aren't here on this live right now by accident at all. If you're here right now, your task at hand, and really, I felt it a lot last week. There was a lot of intense energy in the collective, and I feel like we're moving into another week of that your job right now is just to feel. And as we let ourselves feel without pushing away, without running away, without busying ourselves away, to really let yourself feel these collective feelings. We're all called to do different things as we create a new earth, as we tear down old systems, as we free ourselves and free our minds from this current reality that we as humans have created but that isn't working for us. We're all called to do different roles, but I really think that if you're on this call right now, one of the things that you've been asked to do is feel. And as you feel, you're not just feeling it for yourself. I want to make that very clear. When we decide to sit with the tough emotions of how terrified we are, frustrated we are, fearful we are, full of grief we are, full of pain we are, when we decide to sit and feel it, we're moving that and we're processing that for the collective. And you're doing beautiful and important work. And so what's happening right now with collective energy is that people are actually getting stuck and feeling it, right? They're either running away from it or trying to ignore the feelings that are coming up, or they're getting stuck in a fear-based state, in a fear-based vibration. They're getting stuck in a loop where they're constantly imagining worst case scenario, worst case scenario, worst case scenario. And so really our work is to be brave enough to feel it, but to not stay in it, to let it move through. The only way, if you're getting stuck in fear, it's because you're not fully feeling it. If you're getting stuck in the fear, it's because you're not fully feeling it. So the only way to really move through these intense energies that we're being hit with right now, the only way to really move through it is to fully feel it. If you're just feeling like you're in a state of fear or panic all the time, you haven't let yourself totally feel it. So if you have time to yourself, I know we all have different responsibilities and we're all busy right now in different ways. But if you have some time to yourself where you can light a candle, have a journal nearby, set some intentions to really process your own fear, grief, pain, uncertainty, it looks like locating where the fear is in your body, where you feel it in your body, and letting and feeling what it feels like in that area of your body, and just sitting with the feeling. You may scream, you may cry, you may have to do this more than once. But when you fully let yourself feel fear, when you fully let yourself feel uncertainty, it passes, it moves. It's a wave that moves on. And so for these really intense energies that we're all feeling, I can't tell you how many friends and just those of you on Instagram reached out to me this week and just saying, Aubrey, the energies are intense. Aubrey, are you feeling these energies? And I just want to say right now that I really do try to get to all of your comments and text messages. It doesn't always happen. I keep making my energetic state and my own self-care, and I have a son and multiple jobs my number one priority. So just know that if you reach out to me via text, if you have my number, or if you reach out to me on DM. I do my best to get back to all of you, and I love all of you guys. And even if I don't send a message back, I'm sending you my love. But so many people reaching out to me this week. Just the energies are intense. The energies are intense. And so what's coming in from the guides is like, feel it. Really, really feel it. And as those feelings move out, then you can really do this next wave of what I see us light workers doing, is instead of being part of creating more fear, and instead of ushering in worst case scenarios, we can really hold, we have a different practice of holding what is the best case scenario? What is the best thing that could possibly come out of this pandemic for me and for the collective? Instead of being stuck and frozen about people that are suffering without food, you can take action and share and be part of the solution. But you can't really do that when you're at home complaining about whatever and stuck in fear. So I encourage you guys to fully feel it, not to ignore it. I had to spend some time today just kind of grieving for our world, like literally crying. We fully feel it so that we can be part of creating something more beautiful. I have some questions. Let me enter this. I know I was offering to have everybody enter. I've done 2 lives. I was offering to have everybody enter the live. Welcome to everyone joining. And I don't feel that intuition on this live. Please get on my other lives, because I really do want to start bringing more people on my live. And thank you if Vivian's not here, but Vivian, who got on the live in my last live. But I really just want to encourage you guys to continue to consider your energetic state, to continue to realize that the way that you're feeling is drawing more of that to you, and that you can be part of the problem or the solution right now. And I really see that if you're going to focus on worst case scenario and how terrible things are and how afraid you are part of the problem. This doesn't mean you don't feel afraid. I just said that earlier. I spent time just like crying and grieving and sobbing and being afraid, right? Fully feeling it. So it means that we fully feel it, but we don't get stuck in it. It doesn't mean that we say, oh, I'm so spiritual, I don't feel any fear, or oh, I'm so spiritual, I don't feel any grief over the state of the world. But it's that you're brave enough to actually truly feel it, not to be like, oh, I'm so stressed and afraid, I'm just going to have a drink and check out and watch Netflix all night. No, you're going to actually really feel what it feels like in your body to know that things could never be the same, that education for our children could never be the same, that systems are going to come tumbling down. You can feel the fear, and then you can get in a place, once you feel it, it moves through, that you can get in a place of being part of creating something more beautiful. We have millions of people all over the world right now, collectively coming together, reading news outlets, and focusing on worst case scenario. I want to make it very clear, I'm not saying this isn't happening. I'm not saying ignore it. I'm not saying don't take safety precautions when you go out in public. But I'm saying let's change what we think about all day long. And let's begin to consider that this could be ushering in a beautiful new time for all of us. What else, you guys? I guess that was all I really had to say. I don't know if I need to stay on here much longer. Oh, and I have a call, actually. I have a call in a few minutes. I need to get off. So I love you guys. And let's create a beautiful world.